Could you talk about the length and value of the contract?
We'll get the details out in the near future as far as contracts concerned.
How many years?
We'll get the details out.
Gus, are you planning to make any more changes to your defensive staff?
We got a solid defensive staff. We'll have ownership over that. Me and him will get together.
How long did it take for you to identify him as the guy?
The guy didn't take long. After I decided to make a change, my goal was to go out there and get the best defensive coordinator, in the country. Also, I wanted a class guy, a true professional, and Will fit all the above. And he was the first guy that I contacted. He's the guy that I wanted, and we are blessed to have him here at Auburn.
What is it, coaching-wise, about him that you like?
Well, first of all, he's a great coach. He's got a proven track record. I love his energy. I'm an energy guy too. I was really wanting somebody that had great energy and intensity to really have that defense take on his personality. And he's one of the best in the business, if not the best in the business. And so it really, we got all the above is what we were looking for.
What do you see as far as needs on this defense, talent-wise?
We're trying to recruit the best players out there. I'm going to let Will evaluate everything. I think it'll be really good for him to kind of sit back and watch our guys perform, evaluate, assess, and then get the best plan, together, for his defense.
The same question I asked Will about the personnel. If you're switching from a 4-2-5 to a 4-3, just how much attention you're going to have to pay to the linebacker position these next months?
I would say this. We got some good players, and Will have a chance to evaluate them, assess them, and he'll put the pieces to the puzzle. That will help create his defense.
How valuable is it to have somebody who's kind of been where you are on your staff?
I think it's very valuable. The fact that he's been a head coach in this league, he understands what it's like. A lot of times coordinators that hadn't been head coaches, and I was the same way. A lot of times you don't really understand everything, and the fact that he's been there and done that, and he'll be a good sounding board for me too. As far as some of the decisions you make, and he'll have a good understanding of how everything works.
There were a lot of, a lot of angst in the fan base and everything about, even though it was just 13 days, about how long it was taking. But talk about the timing of being able to get this done and here while you still have opportunity to have some contact recruiting and before practice gets started.
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, you go after somebody, you identify who you want. And I'm not a real patient guy, but I really felt like, I really needed to be in this, setting and give him a chance to, take his family, go off and all that. And so as far as the timing goes right now, I think it's really good. Right before the dead period hits, the bowl goes, it's going to be a great opportunity for Will to see our players and evaluate those guys, and then be ready to hit the road recruiting come January.
Gus, did you have any sort of timeline for Will that you needed a decision by a certain time so you could maybe make some money?
No, I was going to be patient, so I really didn't have any set time. I just knew that's who that I wanted, who we needed, and I was going to do whatever time-wise it took to give him the proper time to make a decision.
Do you think it's possible to have a top 10, top 20 defense here next season with Muschamp?
If you look at his track record, wherever he's been, it's been a top defense. He'll have a chance to evaluate our guys. He has high expectations just like I do. So we expect to win. We expect to win championships, and so looking forward to coaching with him.
You mentioned Jay's influence. Can you basically do whatever you have to financially to get the right staff in?
Well, there's a process. Jay's leadership is second to none, and he's one of the best, if not the best, athletic director in college, and I'm blessed to be, working under him, and his leadership is second to none.
What is the process when you're represented by the same agent? Is it awkward at all when you're going through that process, or is it just part of the business?
No, like Will said, we communicated between each other. It wasn't awkward at all.
Gus, what does he provide on the recruiting trail? What have you, from going against him and things of that sort?
Yeah, well, first of all, he's one of the best defensive minds in all of football. He's got a great reputation. Kids will love to play for him. The success he's had is really unbelievable. So as far as what he provides is, he provides a whole lot.
I know it's an intangible, so to speak, but how important is it, do you think, for his success is that it's him been coaching on the sideline, being on the sideline as a coordinator?
Say it again.
For him, he's always been on the sideline as a coordinator. How important has that been as far as his success?
He's one of the best to coach defense, so I mean, he's got great energy. Been on the sideline, looks at players in the eyes, and they play hard for him, and, you know, he's got it figured out.
Gus, you said yourself, he's one of the best defensive minds in college football. You've been called one of the best offensive minds in college football. What's your thoughts on that kind of combination with one staff?
I'm excited about it. It's a pretty good combination, the way I look at it, so I'm excited to be coaching with him.
All right, Coach, thank you.